Do you mind maybe hearing how this sounds through your pedals real quick before we move on?
I'll just show you a good example of one of the things I use it for.
Yeah, now is this getting used in the Yoshimi set or kind of like the other material you guys are cover?
This doesn't get used during Yoshimi either. This is for stuff from the Terror, stuff from Embryonic, stuff from other records, but nothing from Yoshimi. So I'll just give you an example of, let me think for a second. Yeah, go down that thing here. You can see my pedal board is actually pretty boring. So there, this guy. It's going to get pretty loud though, probably. They might not like that, but. There's that guy. So that's this guy through ring modulator on here, and through this sub decay liquid sunshine, which is like I guess an overdrive pedal you call it. So I do that, and then oh wait, I'm tripping. I use this on Yoshimi Part 2. Hold on. This is a fairly new development, so I don't really think of it very often. But let me see here. This goes here. This goes here.
Now, I don't know how you would classify that sound. You know, like so you got fuzzes, you got modulation.
Yeah,
that is
it's
bonkers.
Ottawa and a Zvex Fuzz Factory, and that's it. But yeah, so, and it's the thing about this guitar is it doesn't usually have to be perfectly in tune, because I'm usually running it through some kind of like modulation or something, like the ring modulator or whatever. So it kind of adds to the skronkiness, you know. So yeah, it's a.
Well, normally a 12-string is such a headache to tune, so that's good to know for your tech.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's happy about that. Yeah. It's another effect I use there. This Nemesis delay is like a new thing in my life. I like it a lot.
Oh yeah, from Source Audio.
Yeah, just multiple delay things. You know, that's pretty cool. So yeah, and then I use him also on the guitar solo on. It's another really loud song, but. I wish we could just crank it up, but I guess we can't.
So yeah, the 12-string isn't used for anything pristine. It's destruction mode.
It's destruction mode, yeah. Like the gate's super high, compression's
sounds just
pretty
like
high.
Stairway.
Yeah. See, could I play a Led Zeppelin riff? All right, there you go. Jimmy Page. Just like Jimmy Page, just like him. I use it on that song, The Wand, off War of the Mystics. Usually this would be a lot louder than this, so yeah.
I got to ask real quick before we move on to the last guitar. I know you guys have sound check, and I don't want to waste too much of your time, Steven, but when you're creating these sounds and the freedom you have with the Flaming Lips and what you guys do, are you chasing sounds in your head, or are you like on the ground almost stumbling upon sounds that become things that help make ideas and songs and stuff like that? Or is it both?
It's a good question, yeah. Usually, you know, everything is in the studio. You know, I'm usually not creating new things when we're doing live. I'm just trying to recreate what we did in the studio. And that's usually kind of a big undertaking in itself, you know. But depending on what record you're talking about, you know, like the stuff on Embryonic does a lot of vintage guitar effects, you know, wah-wah pedals and funny cat and weird fuzzes and vintage delay, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then a record we made like the Terror, which is almost completely keyboards. I think there's 3 guitar parts on the whole record, and it's all ring modulator with this guitar. So it just depends on the record, you know. Or like Yoshimi, that's like, you know, we were kind of like almost like pop songwriting with electronic keyboard stuff. And the guitar played kind of a minimal role on that record. So it's mostly just kind of clean traditional playing. So it really just depends on the stuff, you know. So when we first started doing those bubble shows, I got rid of the GT8. I got rid of the big clunky Line 6s, even though I love them, nothing against Line 6, I love their products. But I just wanted to get smaller stuff, so I got the smaller delay pedal. And this GT1000, at first I didn't like it because there's just so much you can do with it compared to the GT8.
Overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. But I'm starting to get a handle on how the menu works and scrolling through and saving stuff, and I'm really, really coming around to it. And then the UAD stuff, I've been a fan of universal audio plugins since like 2009.
Yeah.
And so when they said they were coming out with actual real pedals for real life, I couldn't believe it. So I've got the Golden Reverb and the Starlight Delay. That's my default reverb for almost everything.
Okay.
And I've got that set for the end of feeling yourself disintegrate off the soft bulletin. Nothing too special. But yeah, the GT1000, I've really come around to this guy. I use the Zevex Fuzz Factory on, I think I played some of it before. Yoshimi Part 2, it's got the auto filter as well. I use this on 2 songs. It's just kind of a chorusy effect, but it's the ADT tape modulation thing.
All right.
This company is Keeley.
Yeah, Keeley. Yeah. Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, yeah. I got this guy. I would demonstrate, but it's too boring. I got this guy because I've noticed the treble pickup in the Jazzmaster seems like it's getting more brittle with age, and so I got
Gets cranky.
Well, it's just real tinny. Like,
okay.
Not a good way. So, so I got this Boss. I think it's really great, just to shave off some of the super high EQ, and it's really made a big difference on that guitar. This is the overdrive for, she don't use jelly, but it's just simple overdrive.
Okay.
And I was using that with the crazy ring modulator that I played before on Always There in Our Hearts. That was a real loud, skronky ring modulator sound. So nothing, nothing too special. And then I tune this up to, this is really, like, what are you doing? So still standard tuning, but this gets tuned to F. We have a song called Worm Mountain. I don't know if some of your viewers might know the song. So it's in D, and in the middle of the song there's this. So the riff is this. We did in the studio like that, and because we're in the studio, we don't really think about how it's going to be live. We just make it in the studio.
Yeah.
And then again, like when we're starting to play live, that's when we figure out how the hell are we going to do that. So this was one of those things where I tracked 2 different parts, and one was just based on a riff that Wayne wrote on the bass, and then another part was just going. So I put the 2 together. It's pretty fun, actually. But yeah.
Has there ever been anything that stumped you guys translating it from studio to stage?
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Let me try to think of something immediately.
More of a hypothetical, not that I'm trying to stump you, but yeah.
No,
so
but
there's definitely.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
So, in fact, sometimes we'll be like, we really can't recreate whatever that thing is, so we're just going to do a live version of it that's not really, it'll be the song, but it won't sound exactly like the song, if that makes sense. So,
yeah.
Like a lot of stuff on Embryonic, we couldn't, it was such a weird lo-fi recording, and so the space of it was so weird that playing it live was just kind of hard to recreate the vibe, so we just decided we're just going to play it live, and it'll just be what's going to be. So